Hey, I gotta always fix the microphone. Welcome, everyone. I absolutely do not know how many I'm going to be expecting because this was just something I randomly thought of, and I don't know how loud I am, and I'm turning it up a little bit. But I think I've got 7 people. Welcome. This is like the most unpredictable kind of thing I'm doing, and I'll run through a few things, and I don't know how long this stream is going to go for. It could end in 30 minutes, it could end in an hour, it could end in 5 hours. It all depends on how many people are around and for how long, pretty much. So hello to everyone, to the 6 people who are now here. And I do recognize a lot of you as well. So thank you so much for supporting me in this, because it's just, as I said, it's awesome to always come together, have a listen to music. And the reason why I chose this song is because it is one of the most, in my opinion, covered songs of all time. Hey, Durabel, welcome to this live stream. And because I'm not doing something on a particular artist, I know a lot of people tend to watch for their favorite artists. So I thought I'd give a go on something which is going to be completely random, pretty much. There's no preparation in this, but it will be good to see how long we can listen to different versions of this song. And I'm sure it won't get old, but we're going to find a lot of different ones that we probably haven't heard before. Also, I've been organizing some fun little breakup things in between the listenings too. Not all of the listenings. We'll probably listen to a few one after another, but I don't know how long this is going to go for. So hopefully we can do some, if it works out, some fun trivia games and stuff together, which hopefully you should be able to involve yourself in. But it's kind of, it's me testing it. So please be wary and know that it might screw up completely. I'm just going to see the chat here. All good, Billy. Hi, Billy. I'm a Catherine. Hello. Alexandre. Hello. Hey, Tanya. And thank you to Tanya, who gave a bunch of awesome recommendations for people who have done Somewhere Over the Rainbow covers, which I'll be looking at throughout, no doubt. Guitar, just hang out for as long as you're streaming. Hope it's longer. It's going to be longer than 30 minutes. You've been to my streams before. I waffed on. I'm slightly afraid of this concept, Durabel. That's fine. I actually really like this song, and we're going to listen to the original first anyway, and hopefully we can talk about why it's so gorgeous. But there are just so many different covers of this. Let me see how many I've got. Oh, I've got 12 viewers. This is actually big. I actually thought I'd probably not even get 10. So thank you. You guys are amazing. So in a moment, we will listen to the original and see what's going on. You've all seen Wizard of Oz? Yes. I hope. I mean, even if you haven't, it's fine. I mean, spoiler alert, it was all a dream. Durabel, you haven't seen it. Okay. Durf, you absolutely can recommend some songs. Well, I am doing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. 100 million covers of it, pretty much. So yeah, as I said, I've got some fun trivia stuff, hopefully, which will work out throughout, and I'm trying to see the polling system as well. So what's going to happen is pretty much every single time we listen to a version of this song, you're going to get together and vote for whether you think the song is, this particular version is overrated, underrated, or deserved. By that, I mean, I would go overrated by, I guess, how many views it has on YouTube and how much props it's getting, I guess, in contemporary contemporary music or the way that people view it. So overrated would be, let's say something has a bunch of views, or like heaps and heaps of views, and everybody really, really, seems to like it, but you may think that it doesn't deserve that much. That would be overrated. Underrated could be not many people know about it. It doesn't have too many views on YouTube, and but you really, really like it. And deserved would be, I guess, sitting at the middle, going, yep, that's pretty good. I hope that makes sense. And so that will be done via poll after every single one we listen to. And I'm just going to pretty much type it up over here. And let's say we think that the Judy Garland version is overrated. We would write that. But that's your vote. It's not me. I'll say whether I think it is, but really it's your vote. So hi guitarist 133. I'm having an amazing day. Yes, I have been well. It is just gone Sunday for me, so it's 12:06. Yeah, Tanya, I really want as many recommendations as I can. I'm probably, as I said, this can go on forever, and I titled this live streaming Reactionalyses to every version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow on YouTube or die trying. I think I'll fall asleep before I end it, pretty much. So let's take a listen to the original. So it's from Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz came out in 1939, and I know it had this really massive, like in contemporary, I guess, movies. When it comes to film, we look at it and think this is the poster film for Technicolor, but of course, Technicolor was used before Wizard of Oz, and Wizard of Oz is actually not in black and white; it's in sepia. So it's we can see that it's actually not. And also, the Israel sorry, I can't say his last name, is the most viewed Somewhere Over the Rainbow in general. It's got 1.1 billion views, and of course we're going to listen to that one as well and see what's going on there. And of course I've heard it, and I assume many of you have too. So let's take a listen to what's going on with Judy Garland. Oh, it's already halfway through. I actually really love this. I love this original, and I know it's overdone, but I would put it straight into the underrated if it were me. Guitarist says, hey MTI, have you ever heard Buried Alive? I haven't. Should I be listening to it? I'm happy to listen to it. Always happy to listen to new music. Let's take a listen to this. It's really nice.
Over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
Oh, Toto. There's something just about her vocals, and it's also to do with the analog recording of that time as well, that we have such a I guess old style feeling in that. But her voice is just so beautiful. Her control is so amazing, and we know that she's 16 years old there. And yes, we know she had a really tragic life, which we'll have a chat about after the song. But this is very typical, like the music that was used back then is very typical of the traditional pop that was of the 30s and the 40s by, I guess, white Americans who were trying to extend it and make a more contemporary style of music to listen to, which was then very much superseded by rock and roll. So a lot of the Judy Garland stuff and going into, of course, the 1940s was very much focused on that traditional pop genre. So you've always got the lush string backings of the accompaniment.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
I mean, obviously, such a recognizable voice. And I think she's using, with her voice, she's using this perfect amount of vibrato, which is, I guess, moving into more of a pop or a traditional pop style of music in that time. You want to very much differentiate yourself from classical music and musical theater or opera of the 19th century and going into the 20th century. So really differentiating yourself from that. And that's what Judy Garland does vocally. And it's beautiful. And 16-year-old. Incredible.
If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
I think a lot of the stuff that she does in that, Judy Garland has this tendency to use a lot of vocal slides and glissandos and not exactly hitting the note, but sliding up to the note. And that's all intentional. I mean, she's such a proficient vocalist. So it'll be interesting to see how the different versions either pay homage to that kind of aspect of the original melody, which, you know what, probably wasn't even written. I'm not sure if that was written down, that the whole concept of sliding. So if we listen to the end there, again, her sliding up a lot, sliding up and down to these notes, which is a very signature Judy Garland thing.
why, if happy little bluebirds fly
No sliding there.
beyond the rainbow, why, oh,
There we go.
why can't
And I think just the scene, just in that moment, she's longing, and she's longing for something else, because, as you know, if you've watched the movie, her auntie and uncle are on her back about stuff, and she just wants to, I guess, escape from this reality that she's got. And having Toto just sitting there, such a well-trained dog. And did you know that the dog's obviously his name wasn't Toto, but it was, the real dog's name was changed to Toto soon after the movie because it was so popular. And that's quite an interesting fact. So let me see some of these comments. Tanya, the song is a perfect mix of happiness, sadness, hope, and longing. Absolutely. And she conveys that so beautifully and emotionally. And that's not easy to convey, because this is a classic and this is an original. I will put it in the underrated. The only reason why I'll put it in the underrated is because it's only got 45 million views. And because it's so covered, people forget that the original exists and really what the purpose of it was for, pertaining to her character. And yes, it is her signature song, and you can attribute it to her very tragic life as well. Durabel, no auto-tuning here for absolutely. And as I said, the analog sound really, really makes a difference into this. So I'm going to try the first poll for this and see if it works. And you are required to, let me see. So I'm going to go start poll and click. So what you are going to do, it looks like you have to type. So we got overrated, underrated, and deserved. I believe you have to type in the chat !vote space, then either O, U, or D. I'm not sure if that will work. So if you can give that a try, this is completely new for me, but I thought I would check this out. Did it work? It didn't work. I'm sorry. Doesn't look like it's working. My apologies. Oh no. I really thought it would work. This is not working. Because it should tally up. No, it's not. Great. Well, you know what? I'm just going to take a little look anyway and see what happens. And then hopefully we can fix this a little bit later because it's clearly not working. Very sad day for Streamlabs polling, which deceived me so much. Give a try, whatever you want to, but you don't have to type overrated or underrated. It really is meant to be just like the vote you. But I'm just gonna have a little bit of a quick look. A lot of you are doing you. Some of you are doing deserved. I'm just gonna close the poll and what a sad day it is for tech. Really, rip. That was meant to work. I might actually have a different way of doing this. So I'm actually going to put this, by the looks of it, on the in the underrated, based on what most of you say. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? It might be going to deserved. 1, 2, 3. It's half. It's half. I'm gonna have the ultimate call myself. Okay, we're going into underrated. Oh, Judy Garland is underrated. Where did my... Oh, my tech is really going... It's going bad here. This used to say overrated. Oh, my sincere apologies. And I'll fix that. So, Judy Garland. We will listen to a few more of her versions as well, because I know she did a live one when she was much older, actually probably a few months before she died. And then I believe, who played her? Was it Renee Zellweger? Or was it someone else? In the movie, also sung it. So we can compare the two and see how they're sounding as well. Okay. That polling did not work very well. But I do have some interesting, fun trivia games, and hopefully that will work as well. Shall we do the Israel one? I think we will. Thanks, Billy. Hey, I'm like a mid-aged boomer. I'm not a boomer. I'm a mid-aged millennial, and I should be good at computers, which I am. But I tried to set all this stuff up, but I couldn't test it because I had to go live to test it, and I had to have people to test it. So maybe I should have done just a live test. This has how many? 1.1 billion views, and most people, I'd say, have heard this. the question is this deserved or overrated? Because the reality is it's got so many views and so many people know it, and it is pretty incredible. And let's have a listen. Really bringing ukulele into this. Yeah. So there are some lyric changes in this, of course. So as we know, really hugely covered song. I believe this artist has passed away since as well. But it really comes with a lot of, I guess, emotion and sadness in it, which is different from the original. His voice is so smooth. It tone color wise, really smooth. And then bringing in a ukulele into this is a complete 180 for this song. And I think he was probably the first one to do it. And since that, there's been so much going on in terms of ukuleles with playing this song. What year is this cover? Let's see what it says here. I'm not sure what year this cover came out, to be honest, but it probably was in the mid-2000s, as in like between 2005 to 2010, in my opinion. This was released in... What date was this? We'll check it out soon. Let's take a listen more.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
That low
dreams
note.
that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. And the dream that you dare to, oh why can't oh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The
Oh, wow.
dreams that you dare to, why, oh, why can't I?
I'm just looking at the comments. So I'm a Catherine says, so recorded in 1988. and released in 93. So yeah, the video, I remember the video coming out definitely. So as guitarist 33 says, around 2010, as was said there. So then did the video come out after he passed away? Because it seems like it's very much like a memorial video to him as well, which obviously catapulted it into stardom. Yeah. It's quite interesting that this was not really popular before it came out in 2010, especially that it was recorded in 1988. But I guess you didn't have the kind of platform like you have with YouTube nowadays, or even back then in 2010, to release that and take the world by storm with a very simple accompaniment, with just a strumming, basic ukulele strumming with a backbeat on 2 and 4. I assume he is Hawaiian, and yes, so he's Hawaiian, and having that islander influence in that accompaniment. But even those vocal effects that he was using at the end too were very much. I don't want to say anything in that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd say very much influenced, I guess, culturally as well. So his voice, absolutely very, very smooth, hitting those notes really, really beautifully. Melodically was quite changed up in ways, and a lot of melodic variation as well at the end of phrases. This was on Finnish radio a lot 10 years ago. Native Hawaiian. He recorded in one take. Beautiful. So, the question is, for 1.1 billion views, is this underrated, overrated, or deserved? The poll is not going to work. And next time, I'm going to have to get a little bit better in that. So, just U, D, or O if you want to write out the whole word, go for it. I've got 1 for underrated, 1 for deserved. I don't know if anyone will write overrated, but feel free to if you think so, because we don't want to be, we're all friends here. Deserved, deserved, deserved. Underrated. Interesting. So with each year of with each passing year's presence in the music industry and sales, recordings continue to grow, despite the trends that surround the industry. An amazing story about an amazing man, the man referred to by some as the Hawaiian Superman. Is it like Superman? While Iz has always been revered in Hawaii, his worldwide influence came later. Yep. Iz's music first gained national attention in the mid-90s, produced by John DeMello. Okay. It looks like deserved is gonna win out with this, unless we have a bunch of surprises. Overrated. That's okay. We're all friends here. Oh, so he died in 1997. Wow, very young. That's really sad. 1 child. I wonder if his child actually became a musician as well. Very interesting. Human rights supporting. Born again Christian, death. Okay, so it was obesity related. He was 20. Was he 21? Was that 21? Oh, wow. So how old would he be? Wow. Okay. Oh, years active. Sorry. 1959. Duh. My bad. Showing my real boomer here. He wasn't 21. 38. I think we're looking at deserved for this one based on the votes. Israel Ka'ano. Showing my real boomer. I get called boomer sometimes by school kids, but they're doing it in jest. That is way too long. I'm gonna write is Israel. So we haven't got any over 80 yet. There were only just 2. I should just put is. Before we go on, let's see if I can try one of these quizzes that I set up. Not sure if this is going to work, if this is going to have some boomer issues as well. Let's see. I made some trivia stuff, and this is hopefully you're going to be using the here we go. You're going to be using the chat, and hopefully this time this works. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be damned forever and try and ask for a refund from this thing that I paid for. It's going to be starting in 10 seconds, and these are all questions pertaining to me and my channel, and see how much you know. There's only 5 questions, and you'll be answering in the chat 1, 2, 3, or 4 pertaining to the response. So the first question is, which song reaction has the most views on MTR's channel? Hopefully this works. 1, The Search NF. 2, Sinful Passion Dimash. 3, Pisces Ginger. 4, Ghost Love Score Nightwish. Hopefully this will work. Fingers crossed. And we have a 25-second timer, or 40. Actually, I think it was a 40-second timer on this, but I do have some other quizzes with a shorter timer because you can all Google, and we have to be a little bit careful. Computing answers. Please work. Please work. Come on. I'm praying to the boomer gods. Don't fail me. It takes about 40 seconds to do it. And if this works, I'm going to be so overjoyed. Yes! It works. It was The Search NF. That is the most viewed one, actually. 90 server. Well done to the people who got that right. So it looks like 1 and 4 were the 2 most chosen ones. Here's question 2. What Australian city does Mike MTR live in? Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Alice Springs. All of the stuff that I put in is pretty much stuff that I have either mentioned in my videos or my live stream. So I'm not expecting you to have seen all of them, but all the stuff was either mentioned or not. I'm a Catherine. I'm not sure if yours was going to register because you put a question mark next to it, but let's see. Let's see what the answer is. I swear I pay attention. Guitarist. Let's see if you do. This is my way of trying to be a teacher at midnight. No, I didn't put Perth. I didn't put Perth because aha! It is Sydney. I knew it was going to either be between Sydney or Melbourne. I don't fall asleep in class. Yes, I am from Sydney. Well done for not putting Alice Springs. But you know what? That could have been a trick question. And I have been to Alice Springs, which is in, I guess, kind of a deserty area in the Northern Territory. Which university did Mike MTR do his music education degree? 1, University of Western Sydney. 2, University of New South Wales, UNSW. 3, University of Melbourne. 4, the Sydney Conservatorium of Music. Some of these are really hard. All of these are mentioned, but again, I've got so many videos that I'm not expecting everyone to know it. I am evil. Oh. Computing answers. I can't believe this works. This is ridiculous. Like, I am like a boomer discovering technology for the first time. How long would 10 questions take? It's actually UNSW. So the Conservatorium of Music offers music education, but UNSW had a really comprehensive music education degree. The Conservatorium of Music really big on music performance and composition as well. So well done for those who put UNSW. Aha! This should be okay if you've been watching it. In MTR's Tell Me series, what was the hidden famous movie? 1, Wizard of Oz. 2, Sound of Music. 3, The Godfather. 4, Jaws. I didn't know how to add music or sound effects to this, so if I don't talk through it, it's going to be really, really silent and somewhat confusing. So I just have to babble on pretty much. Oh, well, if you haven't seen them, you'd probably want to go with the majority right now. Sign us a song? No. I think we know the answer. Well done for watching my Tell Me series. I will be back with some Tell Me videos. I know I haven't done them recently, so my apologies. But yeah, I will definitely be back with them. And I would say you probably all got it right. Or did you? Computing answers. This is really cool. Yeah, well done. I'd say that was probably the easiest one. What was my next question? Oh, my next question was one of my videos related. See if we can get this one right. Question 5, which is the last one. Which MTR reaction video did a viewer first leave the comment, loudest spacebar in the business? 1, When the Party's Over, Billie Eilish. 2, SOS, Dimash. 3, Mansion, NF. Or 4, Darkness, Eminem. Cast your votes. Oh, this is a hard one. Okay. I think this is probably a guess for most people. I thought I would be a bit cruel after giving a really easy question on the one before that. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Well, it looks like every number was given at some point. So I'd say somebody would be right. 1, 3. No, did anybody say 2? No one said 2. Which is lucky. So someone does have the right answer. Yeah, it was When the Party's Over, Billie Eilish. I actually stopped that, I think, 17 times. And that was even before I was actively stopping in between sections and phrases to talk about it. So something would happen, a sound effect would happen, and I would just go smash and start speaking and doing all kinds of things. Oh, Michaela is number 1. That's ironic. Yeah, that's a little bit of a cheat because Michaela's in the next room. So well done to you. So I'm going to give it to Billy and Durabel. Well done, and I can't believe that worked. I'm so impressed. Oh, so I don't know. I've got a bunch of other trivia stuff. There's one music trivia one. There's a movie trivia one, a general knowledge trivia. So this is what I've done to just hopefully break up some things, get some audience participation happening, and see if we can continue on. I know, yeah, Michaela, the last one was a guess. I had a feeling you wouldn't have known that one, to be honest. So well done to your guessing skills. But I think a lot of you guessed, and the reason why I did this as well is just so I can reveal a tiny little bit. No, don't do it. Tiny little bit of, I guess, information about me as well, so that you know who you're watching at the same time. So let's see what's going on with Somewhere Over the Rainbow in YouTube, because, oh, by the way, I'm not going, as I said, I'm not going to say this too many times, but if you're feeling generous and would like to donate, there is a PayPal link underneath in the description, or you could do Super Chat. The reason why I do that, it's like a Streamlabs PayPal thing, so something will come up and basically say you've donated or whatever, but Google takes a really huge chunk on Super Chat. But either way, super grateful for the 12 of you that are here. Let's see which one we're gonna do. If you see, you know what? Let's do the Eva Cassidy one and see what's going on here. Restored footage of Eva Cassidy performing Over the Rainbow. Where was it? The performance took place in 1996. Let's check this out. Okay. I don't actually have a list. So the idea was to have a stream and watch every single version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow or die trying. So that could mean that I'm still here 10 hours later scrolling through, and I'm thinking that I'm going to also flip it and do like view count really low and see if there are any people who are really super underrated who have done this, which don't come up in the first pages. So really this could go on forever. It really depends on how long you stay. I've got 10 people here, and that's 10 more than if I will stop. So thank you for being here. Let's do this one. I have not heard this version.
Over the rainbow way, a pie in a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
I didn't want to stop it because it is magical, but I just need to talk about how she's really making this her own. She's changed the melody in ways and is dragging out some notes so beautifully, having an unpredictable, I guess, the phrases are quite unpredictable in when she's starting, but her vocal tone, so beautiful, and that gorgeous acoustic guitar accompaniment.
Somewhere over the rainbow sky,
Interesting.
a blue wind, the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. So
a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me.
What she's actually doing with the acoustic guitar, and it's not the whole time, but what I've noticed is, of course, she's changed the melody up so much, and really hitting some interesting notes which sometimes are not fully a part of the chord, which are more jazzy, and then resolving on notes which are a part of the chord. But I'm finding there are times, not always, that she's in the upper voicing of the acoustic guitar is actually playing some of the original melody underneath. It's happened a couple of times. We'll see if... So take a listen. You might be able to hear bits of the original melody while she's singing her own.
Where troubles melt like lemon drops, oh, way above the chimney tops, that's where you find me.
Gorgeous.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops, oh, way above the chimney tops, that's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little bluebirds fly above the rainbow wide, oh, why can't I?
Yes. Okay. Oh. I didn't know if she was going to end on the tonic chord or not. She totally is underrated as a guitarist, and I think her vocals are very widely known, and I know her to be, I guess, primarily a vocalist. So I was kind of shocked to see such amazing proficient guitar playing, and so beautifully, and the way that she can just sit there and so calmly and effortlessly produce the sounds that she's producing, both vocally and both in the electric guitar, without looking like she's straining. And that's the true sign of someone who who is so technically proficient that in any instrument there's obviously, and when I say any instrument, I also mean vocals, you have a particular level of technical ability that you need to meet. And meeting that technical ability, sometimes people have to strain for. And if they do, that means that they don't have as good technique as they possibly could. So Eva Cassidy just sitting there beautifully getting out these notes, and obviously her vocal tone is another thing, just is a testament to her ability. Underrated. So give it a write what you think for underrated, overrated, and deserved. We have when it comes to deserved, we have 20 million. Was it 20 million views? Is that right? But again, as Tanya said, that she's certainly underrated as a guitarist. Certainly. I think we got underrated. The view count, yeah. So the date for that, the upload date. So this was in 1996. It was. So I'm not sure what the upload date was. Doesn't say, but this is on her channel. Yeah. It looks like we got a lot of underrateds here, so I'm about to put it in. Just going back to Judy Garland, as we know, she did have a super unfortunate life, and she died in 1969. And a lot say that the drug overdose was really started from when she was young, where she was on the set of Wizard of Oz, apparently given amphetamines to suppress her appetite because they told her she was too fat, essentially, and have her working really, really late because it's a stimulant. And that's the kind of thing which triggered, I guess, an addiction, is what they say, which is really, really sad. And I would like to, at some point, look at her last performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow and compare that with Renee Zellweger's performance from the movie. Is there a full video exampling? Oh, Summer of 69 by Bright M started to play in my head. Let me think. I mean, what aren't the first lyrics? I got my first real 6-string, so maybe it was guitar related. 7 a.m. That's okay. Thank you, Wilbur Jr., for turning up and watching. And let's put in the tally as underrated. Eva Cassidy. I wonder if there'll be... Oh my god. Am I boomering this one as well? Why is this in the middle? Could someone help me? I thought that this would work. Okay, that's gonna have to happen. 1969, Summer of 69. Okay. Let's see what else we have. That was really nice. We'll go through some of the... And you know what? There are so many people who have sung this for things like blind auditions and all that. And I would like to look at it. Eric Clapton has one. Interesting. Ariana Grande. I would like to look at that, actually. I'm going to put on the Ariana, because the thing is about Ariana Grande, obviously she can sing. She's got an amazing vocal ability. I have a little bit of a problem with her diction, but I can't speak because she's amazing. She can sing, okay? She can sing. That's for sure. But the problem, I guess, from a pop perspective, is it's very difficult to understand what Ariana Grande says half the time. I'm going to put this on. Hopefully we can put aside some biases, because I know that she appeals to the Gen Z cohort. The alignment cell is in the center. Okay. Thank you. My Excel skills are horrible. So this is Ariana Grande, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, One Love Manchester, to close out the benefit concert for the victims of oh, yes, I remember that concert. Did I see this? I don't think I sat down and watched it. I love the comments here. Ariana is a show up. She is. Like, look, there's a lot of... The thing is, she very much uses... Unfortunately, there's this very 21st century melisma that a lot of vocalists do. And I feel like Mariah Carey was kind of the first to really overdo it. So Ariana Grande, in my opinion, and again, I'm not going to bag out anything, because the reality is she is a musician, and she can sing, and she is a competent vocalist and technically competent vocalist. However, there's this notion that you have to overdo melismas all the time and really just do all this quote unquote vocal gymnastics that are really not necessary and can potentially destroy a song. So melismas are done all the time. Like Eva did a bunch of melismas in her piece of music, but they weren't so long over a ridiculous amount of notes at the end of every phrase. Celine Dion has been as well. So that, and I think as well, the thing is with Celine Dion, and I wonder if she's done one. That would be good to see. Celine Dion's vocal tone, and again, I don't want to ever say a horrible thing about an artist, because I can't say it and do any better than them or even equal them. But sometimes Celine Dion's vocal tone can be a bit difficult to listen to depending on what she's singing. So couple that with a extended melisma. I wonder how Floor would sing it. Let's see what's happening with Ariana. Let's try and take biases aside. Maybe it will be good. All the little Gen Zs screaming, Ariana, I love you. Oh God. How tall are those shoes making her? Electric piano accompaniment. And the melismas have started. So see what I mean by her diction and the extensive uses of melismas. Again, I don't ever want to set a precedent of even coming close to bagging out an artist who is ridiculously successful and has excellent abilities. But it is an annoyance for me, and I think it is for a lot of other people as well, because there are times where it's necessary and times that it's not. And I guess I beg to kind of ask the question, how much of this is really, really well thought out versus how much is over-the-top improvisation? Now, obviously there's melismas are improvisations in, pretty much as they are, because they're a deviation from the melody. But how much of it, I guess, is really well thought out? Because improvisations are also well thought out and planned. Regardless of it being on the spot, there is a degree of planning that happens on the spot. Yeah, so she can't stick. So it's hard. It's hard to stick to, and yeah, so try to see, we know the lyrics. We know the lyrics of this song. We can sing along to it in our head. But the frustrating thing that we get from Ariana, unfortunately, is the inability to finish a word properly, in my opinion. Blue. Where's the B?
Dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me.
There's a chord change there. That was a different harmony used.
Where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you find me.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to hear the Sarah Aalto version. I know her from Eurovision. And of course, I think she was on a UK singing show. Was she on The Voice or X Factor or something? So I think she's well known in the UK as well. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because, I mean, you compare it to somebody like Eva Cassidy, who you have the melismas, but the melismas are well thought out, but she's holding notes as well. Like, there are particular notes which she commits to and doesn't waver from. But unfortunately, every single what's meant to be a melodic pitch of some kind ends up being 6 to 12 different pitches in this. And it's so hard to follow. And I almost wonder that if you put this into a electronic software like Melodyne, and Melodyne pretty much picks up all of the pitches and you can pitch correct stuff, how much of it is going to be pretty much just moving up and down and up and down and up and down the whole time? That's what's worrying me. It's this obsession with melismas. Okay. There's meant to be a kind of soft jazz version. We have some strings. Is that woman crying? I guess maybe as well, because it's for the Manchester bombing. So I'm not sure if there's a lot of emotion in this as well, from the fact that people are getting together and donating and all that kind of stuff. And Somewhere Over the Rainbow is meant to be a super emotional song. Very sad. Is he sad because Ariana's still singing? No, that's mean. I'm sorry. I feel like we've been very harsh. I don't want to be mean. Why is this so long? Oh, she's still singing. Oh, okay. Sorry.
We are the rainbow. Why, oh, I can't.
We can be mean for you too. Thank you, Durabel. So here's a thing that a lot of vocalists do, and unfortunately I see it all too much in younger female vocalists who take Ariana as, I guess, an idol, which again, there's nothing wrong with that because she can sing. Let's just please put it on the table that she is a good vocalist. She's got good technical ability. I just don't think she's using it for good because, as somebody said, who said up here that it's too much, that it can be who said that here you go, ad-libbing. So Mika, this ad-libbing, so it is kind of ad-libbing, but melismas, so they are ad-libbing, is impressive if done in moderation, but every line it is annoying. I agree, because we can't find the melody and we need to adjust ourselves to what the melody is, otherwise we get lost. And then we have words which are very difficult to hear the pronunciation. Sometimes she's not ending the words properly, or sometimes she's not saying a consonant at the beginning, or sometimes she's adding a consonant. And a very big thing that I see in a lot of young vocalists is when they're saying that anything that starts with a vowel, a, e, I, o, u, or a, or e, or I, that they're adding a h, this breath, which makes it like a h. And so she's singing why, oh, why can't I, but it's coming out as why, oh, why can't hi, which is meant to, I guess, be used as like I feel, again, I'm not a vocal teacher, so it'd be really good to have a vocal teacher discuss this from that technical perspective, but it's like she's pushing out air that doesn't need to be pushed out. Let's have a listen to that part. There you go.
I can't.
So it's like she's taken the breath, but she's not finished. She's not taken the whole breath in, and she's expelling all this air to get high. And this is something that's all too common with young female vocalists because, in my opinion, this is a very relatively new 21st century thing that has taken, I guess, female vocalists by storm in their way of the melismas. Ariana, again, a big offender of it, and the lack of diction or proper diction and adding breaths and hers at the beginning. Yeah, it's already been an hour. So, biases aside, overrated, underrated. Well, look, let's see how many views there are first. Let's not be too hasty on this. 18 million. So 2 million views less than Eva Cassidy's. 2 million views less than Eva Cassidy's. Let's do this. Yeah, overrated regardless of... I think, and that's the thing. I think Ariana Grande is... Look, again, I'm not saying that... We can't be harsh on... but I guess she's in the limelight, and it's important to bring these things. Hey, Derek, welcome. Derek, did you watch the Ariana Grande performance? If you did, you're going to have to say overrated, underrated, or deserved. And if you didn't, you'll probably get an idea of what to write anyway. But no bias here. Let's be... Would you listen a second time? Do you feel... that's okay. So Pavel, you feel underrated? And that's okay. I think it's each to our own. The reality is that I don't want to, as I said, I'm in no position to, give Ariana Grande any kind of criticism apart from, yeah, I don't know. And I've said this many times. Look, As you guys can be mean for me. I need to try to be as objective as I can. I'm too nice. People tell me I'm too nice. Okay. So what else do we have here? Eric Clapton. All right, let's do the Sarah Aalto version. Interesting. So which one should I be doing? There's a fourth category, never again. The live at CMI Gala. Okay. This one? 7-minute one? I heard the last 20 seconds. This one, okay. Who's Peter? Interesting. Okay, so this is not... So Sarah Aalto is a Finnish vocalist, and she did represent Finland for Eurovision in 2018, and she was, I believe, on the X Factor UK. So, yeah. Is the speech good? Let's see what comes up. We're watching Sarah Aalto.
Thank you so much there to Sir Richard Branson. Now, from one great talent to another. Sometimes in life, it doesn't do you any harm to come second.
She came second in X Factor, did she?
Sang her way to the finals of the X Factor talent show, where she not only wowed the public in the United Kingdom and Finland, but she also
good. I'm happy to watch this one.
dazzled
we'll see
Simon Cowell. Now, for those of you who don't watch the X Factor, he is a judge who is notoriously difficult to please. But she did...
let's not get started on Simon Cowell. Sorry. Notoriously difficult to not want to make billions of dollars.
And since then, Sarah has gone from strength to strength, and having signed a major record deal with Sony Music, she's now working on releasing a first song of her new album. Now, we'll have to wait a few months before we hear it, but until then, let's sit back and enjoy Sarah's version of a Judy Garland classic. Can you please welcome Sarah Aalto?
Yeah, I know they're coming second on these talent shows. Are usually much better. Sorry, I think my microphone might be too loud.
That I heard of once in a lullaby.
Welcome, Stalin. Is this... is there... Unfortunately, the sound is very... There's something going on with the sound. I'm hoping that there's a better... Tanya, is there a better version of it? Because I'm not sure if it's all going to be the same, but obviously this is the one with the most views, but let's keep listening anyway. Definitely refreshing. No, I don't want to be mean to Ariana.
Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
So she's not overdoing melismas, which is good.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble lemon drops, way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow.
Interesting.
Why then, oh why can't I?
It's very sneaky up the octave.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
Is there going to be a key change? No.
Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, oh, why can't I?
Okay, before I comment on that, Quantum Flux, no, there's no estimation. This still could be going for the next 6 hours. We'll see what happens. I'm actually enjoying watching all these different versions. Sarah's got a really, how do I put it? It's such an interesting vocal tone, a somewhat childish vocal tone, not in a bad way, of course, but she's got this childlike innocence to her vocal tone. And there was this one part where she expressed that innocence in her mannerisms, both facial and also the way that she, I guess, jumped or used her body or did something. It was quite interesting. So Mika says a mix of original and Eva's version. Yeah. So look, we just listened to Ariana Grande's. We can go. The problem with Ariana's was the use of overuse of melismas and some of the diction. I feel like Sarah, for as well not being an English first language, I assume, and you can hear her heavy accent as well when she's singing, having the and of course in Finland. Now correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, Stalin, thank you so much. Why did the donation not come up properly? Stalin, we already just did, we did Judy Garland original, we did Israel's one, we did Ariana Grande, and we did Eva Cassidy. And so this is up to the 5th. There could be 400 million. The donation one's meant to come up is this. It should be this one. Now there's no John, but I don't know what happened there. So I'm very sad that it was the zombie thing that came up. So I've really got to fix that up. So that's the example. So thank you so much, Stalin, for your generosity. Did it come up properly? Because for me it came up. Yeah, for me it came up as a zombie. Yeah, it came up as a zombie. Yeah, it's meant to be the one that I clicked just then. But anyway, that aside, Sarah, she's got this innocence to her vocals, and that interesting leap that she did up the octave twice was just so effortless. And I'm noticing that a lot of the endings that are happening here are going into that different key, which is very common. Going into one key in the last note, and then a different chord, and then into the tonic, which is seemingly what a lot of these versions are doing. I actually like that. And Sarah is a very underrated vocalist because you wouldn't really know her unless you are Finnish, or you were watching X Factor UK, or you were watching Eurovision in 2018 and follow Eurovision really, really closely like I do. So for those people who have come late, we write what we think. So just in the comments, was that overrated, underrated, or deserved? Bear in mind that this has 14,000 views by the looks of it, and not many people know what Sarah is, how Sarah is as a singer. So I pretty much, there was meant to be a poll which was happening, but in the end it didn't really work. Oh, more Brits know Sarah than there are Finns. Yeah, honestly, Quantum Flux, I'm happy to take anything, but I'm going, the point was with this was just to kind of go down a list, but I'm happy to just, I don't have a list, I'm just going down YouTube, and there are some that look like they're just instrumentals as well. I know Tommy Emmanuel did one, who's an Australian guitarist. So I've got one deserved, one underrated. So underrated, deserved, or overrated, and we'll put that in. And then we'll do another one, and then maybe it's time for another trivia after that, isn't it? Underrated, deserved. We'll go for another 10 seconds. It looks like underrated might be the one. I feel like it's hard to, yeah. But it's hard because maybe we're feeling it's underrated. I can't do this in my boomer. I don't know how to center it. And I just wrote underrated. You know what? My technology skills should be in here. MTR's technology skills. And that's not even fully in. I'd love to know that I know that the alignment is in center, but I need to check out how one does that. So if I click on that, aha. Okay, I've just stuffed it up more. Yeah, it is a sad song, and it's. I'd be very interested to see if anybody sings it happily. So we've got quite a few underrateds here. So I would also like to look at soon the Judy Garland version from when she sung it before she died. And, oh, Susan Boyle did it. Are we ready for Susan Boyle? Thank you, Guitarist 33. Harry Styles. Jesus. How many of these are there? I actually haven't really looked through it. I just assumed there were lots. Oh, we don't want... So let's... Is there more, or is it just stuff that... Judy Garland, 21. Ella Fitzgerald. Anybody got any... It's Aalto with 2 A's. Great. I'll sort that out. All right. I'm going to put one on, and then 2 Swedish ones if you're dedicated enough. So is this... Let's do a Swedish one. Oven ring. Voting for any... Yeah, let's... You know what? How about we do this? Somewhere Over the Rainbow, rock version. Let's see if there's a rock version. Oh. I'm a little bit worried. First to 11. What do we think of this one? Should we do the Ramones? Let's go Ramones. Take two. I scared the crap out of me. It's still too loud. Oh, interesting melody. It's really, oh, I love that chord. Beautiful ending. Let's hear that ending again. I gotta do it. Who said it's not meant to be happy? Did someone just choke him? I feel like that was the case. I loved it. I really liked it. And you know what? I was actually going to say after the Sarah Aalto version that everyone is somehow making, because when we watch the original, that's a 2.5 minute song. Everyone's somehow turning it into a 5-minute song. The Ramones turned it into a 1.5 minute song and still did something really good. That the delivery of this song isn't... Yeah, interesting. That's a really good notion, actually, Tanya. So the delivery of this song is to mirror the performance basic attitude to life. Me first and the gimme gimmes. Is that a I'll take a look. Yes, Billy, go do adult things. Hopefully Apollo is well. Hopefully we'll see you soon. So what's this? Because it looks very Judy Garland. 1.6 million views. Oh, let's do the Ramones quickly. Underrated, overrated, or deserved. Remember, it has 200 something thousand views, and most people don't really know it. Let me change Aalto. Is that right? Center it. It's killing me. Yeah, I feel like the Ramone one is way underrated because there seems to be a way that everybody's singing this, and they just always underrated. You know what? We're chucking it into. There's a lot of underrated one here. The Ramones. My monitor is super high. The centering. You know what? I can't do this without space bars. So you've got. So is this? So are these guys using the original clip, speeding it up, and making it a 1.5 minute song like the Ramones did? And am I going to have to get a new set of headphones? Interesting. Spacebar is always underrated.
Behind the moon, beyond the rain.
I guess it's very similar to the Ramones version as a punk rock. So when we went into the next section, I remember with the Ramones version, there was a lot more of a, I guess a stop to the strumming. So it was very much not, what's the term? Is it a guitarist? What's the term? You know what I mean? But yeah, the Ramones had that. Let's see if they've got this.
Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind.
It's the same version, isn't it?
Not like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. I swear you'll find me somewhere over the rainbow.
I just want to know if someone's going to choke him at the end.
Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
Yeah, so who did it first? I assume they did it first.
If happy little bluebirds fly across the rainbow, I can't.
Yeah, it's the same version. It's like the same version. But he didn't have the full choke at the end, did he? We're not going to put that one up because it's pretty much the same as the Ramones. Did we want to do another trivia before we get on to the next one? Let me know. Yeah. Oh, we should do the a cappella version. All right, let's do the trivia, and then we'll do an a cappella version. All right, let's see if this works. This is a music-y one. The questions they're not like music theory or anything. They're just kind of poppy kind of music. Some of them are easy-ish. Some of them are hard. So we'll see how we go. Let's get the trivia up. So that was from the last trivia. Let's see if this will work. All right. So the music trivia is starting in 55 seconds. Let me just... Why is it not? Oh, it's recording the wrong one. Sorry, give me a moment. My apologies. This is not fair. Technology problems. Because what's happened is I've got a... How do I stop recording this one? I'm really sorry. So what's happened is I've got a... like I paid for a thing, but unfortunately it looks like sync with live auto. Oh, it's working. Okay. All right, it's working. So, Starlin, the way that it works with the trivia, it's the same thing as last time. We're typing in the chat. So, what you'll do is you'll get questions, and they're music-related ones. They're very broad. Some of them are quite easy. Some of them are kind of not, but most of them are really easy, I guess, to warm you up. And then there are some harder non-music ones in other trivias if we get to them. All you need to do is type in the chat 1, 2, 3, or 4. Pertaining to the number, whichever the answer is. So, the MTR one that I did earlier was not easy. This one, there are some easy ones and there are some not so easy ones, but mainly easy. Let's see if this works. Really impressed with it working last time, to be honest. So, which Beatles album does not feature any of the band members on its cover? The Beatles' White Album, Rubber Soul, Magical Mystery Tour, Abbey Road. Just type in the number in the chat as quick as you can. We've got 13 seconds left. Quickly smash through the numbers. We've only got a few more seconds left. Just chuck in a number. So we're computing answers. There are quite a few 90s music questions, but like some of as I said, some of them are super easy. And unfortunately, music is so broad when we do this, and I wanted to see what I could make with them. Yeah, you're right, Tanya. It is the White Album. I think it was just white, wasn't it? Let me get up the White Album. Yeah, the Beatles' White Album looks like pretty much like this. All right, next question. What happened? Here we go. When was Gangnam Style uploaded to YouTube? 1, 2014, 2, 2013, 3, 2012, 4, 2011. Welcome, Sheila. Just type in the number that you have the answer for. That's all you have to do in the chat to answer the question. Are we sticking with 3, are we? We have to get in quickly. These are, we only have a small amount of time because I'm not risking you getting in and trying to search this online. Oh, Durabell's gone against the grain. Actually, I didn't get to choose where to put them. They actually went into random order. 2012 was correct. Did you get it? Did you get in, Sheila? Oh, you may have not. Oh, yeah, you did get in on time. Well done. Michaela's still up playing. Why are you still awake? 1:40. Dr. Jones, Turn Back Time, and Barbie Girl. We need to know this. If you don't, we're UK number ones for which Eurodance group? Please get this right. Venga Boys, Sash. Is that even a group? Eiffel 65, Aqua. I feel like all of these got to number one in Australia. Oh, Turn Back Time didn't get to number one in Australia. Let's see, because as I said, some of these are easy. You know what? I love Aqua. I actually like Aqua. I saw them live in 2012. In Australia, they were playing in just a theatre, Enmore Theatre, which is just a local kind of theatre. It was marketed as an all-age concert. But then they were singing one of their new songs called F Me Like a Robot. And there were some parents there with like 6-year-old kids blocking their ears. It was pretty funny. So yes, Aqua, Danish band. Next question. Oh, come on. This is... am I even going to read the question? This is too easy. I knew I made them easy. Spice Girls, which member was known as Ginger Spice? Sorry if you're too young for this. Victoria Beckham, Melanie Brown, Jerry Halliwell, Emma Bunton. I'm glad you're having fun, Sheila. Yeah, I wanted to do something fun rather than just playing consistent Over the Rainbow all the time. Sorry, how old are you, Guitarist 33, if I may ask? So I assume then you're not a 90s kid. Thank you, Quantum Flux. I told you it's easy. Some of them are really easy, but then some of them are a bit harder. I thought I'd make them easier after the one last time. Oh, you're 20. Michaela, did you do that on purpose? Probably not born in 33 then. So 20, so that would make you 2001. Oh no, we have to have a chat. Hallelujah. Oh God, this is easy. I'm sorry. Hallelujah is a song written and recorded, written by Canadian recording artists Ryan Letanow, Leonard Cohen, Corey Lefkowitz, and Justin Bieber. Is anyone going to go 4? These are too easy. My sincere apologies. Rammstein. I should have put Rammstein. See, we need one. We need one for the young'uns. I feel like this. I wanted to do things which were kind of easy because I know that I've got some people who are around 20 years old for boom. Yeah, Justin Bieber, is it? Well done. Let's get to the next one. I feel like all these questions are going to be easy. No, I didn't want to make them too current. And some of them I kind of, they were auto-generated and I changed them, and some of them I just scabbed off the internet. Like, well, you know this one. This is my way of rickrolling you. Never Gonna Give You Up, released in what year? 1988, 1987, 1986, 1985. Yeah, Guitarist 30. I haven't made a Discord server. I've thought about it, but if I'm such a boomer with technology, how am I going to get a Discord server going? Quickly get in with these. This is going to make some people not do it properly. This was quite hard. I probably should have done like in lots of 2 years. Thank you. Yeah, I'll have a chat. We'll chat Guitarist 33 because if I do a Discord server, I want to do it properly and make sure that you know it's moderated and things are done pretty well. Well done to the 2 people who did 1987. Was that a guess? Yeah. I feel like that anything like that would be a wild guess unless you. I mean, we all know the song, but it didn't really become a Rickroll until 2007. I mean, nobody really did anything about that until then. This one should be easy. Madonna's song Hung Up, or if you know the song it is, includes a piece from which popular 70s song? The Chain, Staying Alive, Night Fever, Gimme Gimme Gimme, A Man After Midnight. Despite the boomer factor. So yeah, if you know the song, this is fine. If you don't know the song, there'll be some problems. I don't have a Discord account. Go with the flow. Some of these are really hard. I feel like, as I said, like if you know the song, it's a very, very obvious sample. But you have to know both songs for that. So that's ABBA. Here's the last good one from Madonna. Thanks, Guitarist 32. I'll have a think about it because I definitely do want to do a server. Which song? Oh, yeah. Okay. We should know this too. Which song previously recorded by Elvis Presley was covered by UB40 with a reggae beat? Wooden Heart, Jailhouse Rock, In the Ghetto, Can't Help Falling in Love. These are too easy. I can hear it in my head. It's always on the radio. I feel like people just forgot the Elvis version and kept on playing this one. It's actually not a bad version, hey. Elvis, I think the Elvis version is really overrated for that. I think Elvis is overrated in general, to be honest, sometimes. Yeah, UB40, they were like a 90s. They were 90s, weren't they? Well done to everyone who got that. We've got 2 more questions. What singer has had a Billboard #1 hit in each of the last 4 decades? This includes this decade, 2020 onwards, so 2021. So from last year. Mariah Carey, Madonna, Elton John, Beyonce, Knowles. So this includes, I would say this includes this decade. And don't forget, sometimes we think that 4 decades is a long time ago. But I'd say 4 decades is probably from the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020 or 21. Mariah Carey. Don't forget her Christmas song, which is #1 every single year. The only thing she now makes money from. It feels old, hey, having like 1990 as like officially 4 decades ago. This is a hard one. I probably wouldn't have gotten this right. Which Alanis Morissette song contains the phrase Jagged Little Pill? So we know that's her album name, and I haven't seen the musical yet. You ought to know, you learn, thank you, ironic. This is probably going to be a guess for most people, unless you know these songs really well, but I thought I'd chuck it in. This would have been a guess for me as well. Let's see if anyone can guess this right. Let me know if this is not a guess for you, by the way. All right. Computing answers. And the winner will get both bragging rights and the choice of whatever the next Somewhere Over the Rainbow song is. Oh, you got the album, Mika. So you know it. Oh, it was a guess. I think it is You Learn. Well done. How many of you guessed this? Guessed by elimination, yeah. I feel like it was. That's what I would have probably done by elimination as well. Winners, Tanya on 8. Quantum Flux, let me just get rid of me. And 7 for Stalin. So, Tanya, well done to the top 3. I'm just moving around. Well done, Sheila. 1, 2, 3. So, Sheila coming 4th. So, Tanya, you get bragging rights, and you also get... It's fine. Sheila both gets bragging rights and gets to choose the next Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Let's find one. So you can choose any of them. Tony Bennett. Let's go Tony Bennett. We need that voice. A nice, smooth voice. Tony Bennett's double T. Do we do live or do we do recorded? Live is always good. What do we vote? Live is a minute shorter. Okay, so this one. All right, so the non-live one. All right, let's go. So Tony, when was this done? Oh, wow. Okay. So it was done in the 90s. Okay. This is like modern Tony Bennett. Sorry to Guitarist 33, it was 6 years before you were born. And Billy too, but Billy's not here.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around.
It's quite interesting because the back as well in the crooner days as well, there were just so many songs where you know the song really well, but forget that there's this introduction. I'm familiar with this introduction, but has this been put on later or is it originally written? Tony from Any Decade is great. Is this a 60s version? This is not the 60s version, is it though? He sounds very old in it. Is there a... Let's take a listen anyway. It's older Tony.
Heaven opens a magic lane.
Oh, we're going to get the link? Because I would like to hear the older version because his voice... Maybe it's this one here. Because I'm spelling Bennett with one T and there's my problem. Hey Zen. Thank you for coming, by the way. What we're doing is we're actually looking at random versions of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And we have had some punk rock ones. So stick around and we might have some other ones. Is this the one that I'm looking for? So not a piano accompaniment? Oh, it's so traditional kind of pop with the strings. So heavy on the strings. Let's hear it.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around.
Oh, sorry, Quantum Flux.
Heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found. Leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun. Just a step beyond the rain.
What will the words be? At least we'll be able to understand the words, not Ariana's.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting the way that this song is being interpreted years later. That it's not really that much further from the original when we're looking. Yes, the arrangement is different, but you still have the tempo is pretty much the same, and you still have that 1, 2, that kind of backbeat, which was in the original as well. Yeah, it's good to hear. I always say this. My dad always used to tell me, "Oh, you would have loved the '60s." And when I was a kid, I was like, "'60s? Why would I like things that boomers like?" But now, if I were to choose one decade to want to live through, or at least to go back and see, it would be the '60s. Absolutely, for the music. 50s and 60s for the change, the revolutionary change in music. And there was obviously so much else going on, but for me, the music is a big focus. Flash forward to me calling myself a boomer.
Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
It's an oboe.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
See you, Sheila. Thank you for staying and popping your head in. It's good to see you.
Over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I?
Aw, so nice.
If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
I'm not sure, guitarist 33, if you've heard, I mean, how much you've heard in terms of like 60s kind of like crooner stuff. But this, yeah, it was really nice. And like I said, there was that last chord, which is very much used. If it was, what key are we in? So it's this chord that gets used very commonly, where it's like the tonic chord, and then if we're looking at this musically, then it goes to the major chord, which is a third higher, which is not a part of the key. And that's what all of these versions so far pretty much pretty much all the versions have done, but some of them have even extended it further. So including Tony Bennett's version as early as the 60s is using this. So we have a very big question. The underrated is filling up. Auto-tune hasn't been invented. It's quite interesting. I want to see if we can chuck any more in the overrated, but I know this is not going to go there and it doesn't belong there. Let me get underrated ready. And I think the only reason why we put Israel in deserved is because it's so popular that, yes, it's underrated if you don't know it, but there's like, how much higher can you go? I feel like we're looking at an underrated. Yeah. Spacebars. The spacebar is quiet because I'm using a laptop now, but every now and again I've still got my spacebar keyboard. I did want to hear, because I actually haven't heard and I haven't actually seen the movie, I did want to hear the Judy Garland version when she sang it. Are we going to skip over Susan Boyle? Or not? This one's got 4. Is this guy singing the same one? Sorry, we're not. I didn't have the thing up. Is this guy singing the same one as Israel? Because ever since then, the ukulele versions have started coming up. But that's got 4.9 million views. Yeah, apologies, the screen. I keep forgetting to show up the screen. I think we should check out Susan Boyle. And Harry, look at Harry Styles. 6 days ago. How many minutes is this? Judy Garland sings death metal. Is that a thing? Please tell me that's a thing. I would like to see the Somewhere Over the Rainbow Judy Garland, her final performance one, and compare that. Okay, we need to do... Oh, yes, Voctive. Let's do that. Let's do that. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Yeah. How many of them are there? And do I hear male, really low male voice parts?
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up
Are there 8 of them? Yeah, the reason why I said 8 was because they weren't showing them before, and I thought maybe it's 8 as a play on octave and voice. Wow, they're starting a lot of them on the same pitch, and then they're moving, of course, off to harmonies. And what I think is gorgeous is how they're sharing the melody between the female voice parts and the male voice parts. There's no kind of like, how do I put it? There's no predictability on who's going to be taking the melody. It's either the set of males or females. It's gorgeous. So here it's a female voice part. Jazz chord.
Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me.
Key change. Oh, wow. I mean, look, I'm used to hearing a cappella stuff, but having 11 voices, just the way that they start. As I said, some of the time they're starting all at the same pitch. Doesn't matter whether they're male or female voice parts, and then they so gradually open up and open up and open up to the point where the range is so large between the lowest bass and the highest soprano. And they did that often. But that gorgeous key change, and then that one female vocalist who was doing this beautiful melisma up in the higher registers, which complemented so beautifully with the harmonies and the melody. That was really nice. Tanya speaks Yoda. Beautiful that was. Oh, I'm so glad you haven't lost sanity, guitarist. No, it's really good. And I like seeing the fact that, you're only 20 and you're here seeing amazing versions, and look, not so amazing versions sometimes, but I want to see some more not so amazing versions. Because it would be great to see what's out there. But this was beautiful. Vote for your underrated, overrated, deserved, but because I have not heard this one before, I know what I would preference and put this in, but I'm taking the majority by you. Oh, I'm glad that you're liking this song more, Durabel. Yeah, Voctave seems... I've never heard of them before, that there's 11 of them. And that the conductor... So you'll always have one. Where was he? The guy in the middle. So he's the one who was pretty much directing the whole thing as well. I think we should go other languages. So underrated, what else do we have? So many underrateds. I would also like to see other instruments as well, not just vocals. All right. Voctave, you have earned your place. There's only 7 viewers. But it's fun because it's like a little get together. I didn't expect this to be big anyway. Oh, so Kirsten's got one from Pentatonics. Is she Pentatonics? Is that what PTX stand for? Yeah. I would like to quickly check out. So hopefully we can come back to the Judy Garland one. But I would like to check out Tommy Emmanuel's because it would be good to see a different something else here. 10 million views. So Tommy Emmanuel, I'm pretty sure he's Australian, or am I just trying to claim him? This is for you, guitarist 33. There we go. So Tommy Emmanuel is a super proficient Australian guitarist, and he's got a version with 10 million views. So I'm not sure what's going on here. How long? 5 minutes. Oh, maybe it will be an amazing 5 minutes. We didn't listen to Louis Armstrong, but I think we should. So we've got Louis Armstrong. We've got so many more left. When I say so many more, this can go on for hours more. Started with a melody yet. Oh. Ugh. Oh, it's so interesting seeing him. Sorry, I just banged the microphone. Seeing him playing and being so into the music that he's pretty much just started singing it. But I'm betting that he probably doesn't even know that he's singing it. Like that's how into this he is. Oh, wow. I wasn't sure if this was going to change. Having that accompaniment. Apologies, Pavel. I wanted to see versions of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I'm really enjoying this, but I know as well that we are here for singers. Should we continue this one? I don't want to you can feel the carpal tunnel. I think this is great. This is a beautiful version. And he's singing it. So interesting. Such an array of expressive techniques. I'm not a guitarist, so I'm not gonna. It's hard for me to comment, except knowing that the expressive techniques that he's using are absolutely ridiculous. And yes, you can feel the carpal tunnel setting in for that. At least we can understand him, even though he's not vocal. Like, he's not meant to be singing, but I believe he's singing because he's so into what he's doing that he's just getting lost in the melody, and he's conveying the melody really well on the guitar, but in his head he knows what's going on as well, and he's just singing it. And of course, at least he can sing in tune beautifully anyway, and he's not just adding that little, it's not part of the performance, but it's just makes it even more intimate. I'm not a guitarist, but guitarist is a guitarist. You know what? I think a lot of people are doo-doo compared to that man. He is probably regarded as one of the best guitarists in Australia, or at least Australian musicians know him as one of the best guitarists in Australia. There's an ocarina version. I think I know where I'd feel compelled to put that, but don't just be honest. I know some of it, we are here kind of a vocalist, but thoughts about this and where it belongs as a non-vocal version, because people seek that out. And of course, underrated, I think, as well, coming from watching that as well, Guitarist 33, knowing the capabilities of what one has to be capable of to play that, and probably not knowing Tommy Emmanuel as well. So I've only got one underrated vote, so I'm going to put it in underrated. 200. Yeah, definitely. It's so focused on... Why am I writing underrated? This is ridiculous. I don't know if it's because I'm sleepy or because I'm a boomer. I would probably go underrated or deserved, especially that we've got 10 million views. I know. I feel like after watching Ariana's version, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean to Ariana, because I'm not. I can't do what she does. But yeah, I feel like if we go back to Ariana, then everything becomes underrated. You were having conversations. You were having conversations about some of them. What did we say? I think Tanya had... What? Vienno? Vienno... I don't know them. There's so many. Get to work, colleagues like to... Well, there's 10 of us. Oh, no, there's 8 of us. Ariana can't do what I do. I feel bad. What's the next version? You know what? How about this? We'll do a version, and then I might take a short 5-minute break and leave you with a finder word. Yes, I can do finder words. A really fun one. Let's do one more version. I'll take a quick toilet break, and then I'll be back. Because I said I'm going to do so many until we die trying. Is there a death metal version? Because we'll do it if we can. So this is the guitar or the Tommy Emmanuel versions. So we'll go back. And that was the Voctave version. We'll go Somewhere Over the Rainbow cover. But I would really like to hear very soon the Judy Garland version in the year that she died, and how that was covered by... Hey, that's me. Eric Clapton. Who's singing with him? "10-minute guitar version, Eric Clapton. Ukulele cover." Should we go Susan? Let's go Susan. Susan Boyle. Good old Susan.
It's taken our next guest just 3 years to go from being known only in her West Lothian home to being one of the most recognisable faces in the world.
The amazing Susan Boyle joins us now, and it's so lovely to have you here. Thank you for coming
Lovely
back.
to see you.
Oh, she's got a string quartet.
As Holly said then, that's 3 years since it all happened. 3 amazing years. If there was one thing that you thought, if you were lying in bed
It would
at
be
night
interesting.
and you were thinking, do you know, I can't believe that.
It would be interesting to know whether Susan Boyle would have gotten the success that she did if it wasn't for her looks. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but all I'm saying is that usually when you hear, unfortunately, our perception of beautiful voice comes, what's regarded as beautiful looks. And then somebody like Susan Boyle, who was very unexpected, really, really took off. So it would be quite interesting to know if that voice on somebody else would have yielded the same success.
Happened to me. In those 3 years, what would you pick?
Well, I think recently singing with Donny Osmond.
Really?
Because I had a crush on him since I was 13.
Well, you are a fan of musical theatre, aren't you?
Well, very much so, yeah.
Yeah, so what was the first... Can you remember the first musical theatre show that you went to see?
The very first one, apart from
I'm just
Les
going to
Mis.
skip through, but it's... Oh, so he's got piano and has she got a string
Somewhere
quartet?
over the rainbow.
Somewhere over the rainbow way,
It's very similar to the Eva Cassidy version
up high
in terms of the melody.
in a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby.
I'm not feeling like... I mean, seeing all the rest of them with such, I guess... Power's not even the word, but projection. And I feel like Susan's really holding back on this. And does that mean she's building up to something? Or does that mean it's just going to be like this the whole time? Obviously, she's singing in tune. She's not doing the kind of stuff that Ariana Grande was, and we can understand her. But I'm feeling like there's a lot more to be desired. Yeah, it definitely feels really, really withdrawn and shy. But we know that she's not.
Somewhere over the rainbow skies, a you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Where troubles melt like lemon drops, away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere
Ah, that was a strange ending. Just like ended out of nowhere. That was definitely drawn a lot from the Eva Cassidy version. A lot. So, no doubt that she's based it on that. But, I mean, looking at the comments, I have to agree that even though, you know, she's proficient vocally and she's hitting the notes really well, and whether that's got to do with something about the sound, even those beautiful high notes that she's getting, she's doing so clearly and effortlessly, there doesn't seem to be soul in it. There doesn't seem to be emotion. There doesn't seem to be interpretation really bringing it out yourself. So we know that performing is not just about standing there and doing it. You should be able to visually see what's going on. And even if you can't visually see what's going on, that should somehow still come out audibly. It was almost like it's robotic. It was technically proficient, but super, I don't know. It's got 2.6 million views. I feel like her voice is, I mean, she's great. I feel like as an artist, she's that little bit overrated. And I think it had a lot to do, as I said, with her success in having a really, really good voice. I did have a rat, Guitarist 33. I used to have a lot of rats, but eventually they died, so I don't have any more. But yeah, I do. Yeah, Susan. I find her in general quite overrated, because I feel like if that voice was on somebody else, they wouldn't have the same success, because unfortunately we take what we have grown up with Disney in saying that the person who is ugly, quote unquote ugly, I hate using that word, but Disney has done this to us, is usually bad or is not something which can produce something so beautiful like a angelic voice or something that can sing in tune really, really well. So I feel like Susan coming out with that has really shot her up. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. So let's put that in. What are we going to say about Susan? Susan's version. There's 2 million views on that. My pet would eat your pet. I think we're chucking her with Ariana. Look, Ariana and Susan are not the same. But yeah, I mean, they're not the same. But we have to, I guess we have to see this as for what it is. Yeah, Stardom definitely did eat her up. How many versions are there? I would like to see some with like super low views. How about we have a little bit? I want to see if this works. Let's go to the trivia. I can stop this at any time, but I have found an interesting word search game. So this one is like, I'm not treating you like children, I promise. I'm keeping you engaged with activities. You don't have a word bank, but you have, if you see a word and the theme, I believe the theme is animals. Let's see if this works. Aha! I'm going to move myself away. I'm going to make me smaller. So the theme is, I believe the theme is animals. All you have to do is type in, all right, guitarist's already got one. I'm gonna make me even smaller. You got a coyote. And there's 3 rounds. There's 3 rounds. And just if you find it, just chuck it in. Is there cat? Cat is actually, if you found cat and it's not coming up, it's probably not one of the words and it's just an unfortunate CAT was together. They're all animals. Oh man, this is hard and I only gave 3 minutes. Crocodile. Well done, Quantum Flux. And you know what? These ones are actually really hard. I saw some of the animals that were put on there and God, they were actually not easy. So were cat and owl there and they just weren't animals on the list. And you can go diagonal as well. Yes. You can go diagonal. I actually don't even know the answers. I'm sure caterpillar is one. Yes. Well done. Is hen there? If it's not coming up, it's not part of it, unfortunately. So my apologies. It's the way that it's made. It doesn't know that they're all animals. Was hen actually there? God, some of these are hard. I don't think we can do 3 rounds of this. I just wanted to see it. I'm pretty much, you know what? I'm using you all as guinea pigs to see how this thing works. It's actually not going too badly. So we've got Guitarist with Raven. Well done. Dashend. That was a good one. Whoa. Okay, so hen, unfortunately, was not one of the words. But I will give you a point, Durabel. Is giraffe there? Yes. You've got 3. You know why Guitarist 33 is doing really well? Because he's just out of school in the last few years. And you're used to doing finder words. Oh, I think Durabel, you just got in a bit late on it. So what's happened is because the chat is delayed. Aha. Did you want to do 2 more rounds, or did you want to go back? English is your 3rd language. What are your other languages? All right, next round. Still animals. I'm up here being a guardian. Yo, I love word searches. Still animals. I'm so bad at words. Lobster. Nice. I can't. Finnish, Swedish, German. Wow. Sorry, you guys were a little bit late for lobster. Sorry, guitarist, a tiny bit late. So Quantum Flux with lobster. Oh, smashing it. And Quantum Flux, we're 2:30 a.m. Are you like... Is Dragon there? Oh, Dragonfly. Who got Dragonfly? Oh. There we go, yeah. Sorry. I know. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Sorry, Tanya. Yeah, I think it was Dragonfly. Unfortunately, it's delayed so that Quantum Flux is killing this. Hawk, are you... Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Quantum Flux has this round pretty well. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. I wonder if the... Oh, see how there's spaces at the end? Some of them are shorter and some of them are longer. That signifies whether it's a longer or a shorter word by the looks of it. But I've just learnt that too late, unfortunately. Maybe I should get in on this. I mean, I have the answer sheet somewhere. Is that bat? Oh, it didn't work. Sorry if they don't work. It just means that it wasn't intended to be there. We've only got one more round, and then we've got to get somewhere over the rainbow. That some animals are really, really, really unpredictable on these. $15, 14 seconds. I think Quantum Flux has killed this one. And we're going to the last. Here we go. All right. So this is a culmination of. I feel like it's just between these. And then we should get results for all of the rounds as well. You know, when I made this, it was meant to be 5 rounds. Was there horse? Grizzly. That was quite hard, actually. Round 3, final round. Echidna is an Australian animal. Yes. It's actually a monotreme. A egg-laying mammal. That and the platypus. Quantum Flux has gone in with dinosaur. Sorry, a little bit late. Micah. Yeah, an echidna is a monotreme, and then we learned that in year 4 here in Australia. One of 2 monotremes, egg-laying mammals, and I feel like when the Europeans came to Australia, they thought the platypus was a joke. Oh, just in late, guitarist 33. Quantum Flux is on this. I think because of the delay, what happens is that it just registers the first one. So on my side, Guitarist 33, I'm seeing that you're second on it, and it seems to have picked that up. Is Gecko even there? I promise it's not rigged. So we've got a really short one at the bottom. Between Falcon and Dinosaur. Oh. It is. I can't believe it's 2:37 a.m. and you're playing a Find a Word on YouTube. This is just me testing out this thing. Really. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Tanya. How long away are we? 1 minute away. We've got 2 words. This is really hard. I should have put a... No. See, if we put a word bank, you'd just write them out. There's no point. Dinosaur. Oh my god. This is actually really hard. Yeah, you got it. I'm pretty sure there's eel. Well done, guitarist. Is there emu? Oh, it's FM. I know. I can see FMU. It might look like an E on your small phone. There is FMU together. Pikachu. These are really hard. Trying to see if there's another one. Okay. So I feel like Quantum Flux has probably smashed this out of the park. And that was round 3. How many more over the rainbows are we going to do? Swan, lemur, eagle, frog, sloth, fox. Oh, Tanya, you got some. What 51? How is that? Let's do Kirsten. Quantum Flux until I'm here until I die. I will give. Is there a particular version Quantum Flux that you know, or are you just kind of happy to accept whatever we do? Well done, guitarist. 51 points. Counts letters. Okay, but it doesn't count. What does it count like Scrabble though? Death metal. You know what? Because Quantum Flux won and said death metal, I'm just gonna see if we're gonna go somewhere over the rainbow. Death metal. Power metal? Death metal. Yeah, I think as well we do other languages too. I agree. Metal cover. So which one? Can you tell me? Because we are delayed. Unfortunately, we've got about a 7-second delay. So 1, 2, 4. Sings death metal. Okay. Judy Garland sings death metal. I'm serious. I'm serious. Last beats. I'm just waiting for the breakdown, number one. And number two, we think Tatiana from Ginger has low vocals. She's got nothing on Judy Garland. I reckon, yeah. See, Alex Terrible needs to do a version of one, actually. Sorry, Toto's like, what the hell? What the hell's going on? The guitar is so good though, and Toto, how is he not scared? That's Judy Garland going, "Are you okay? Toto, are you okay?"
All right, folks. Looks like it's just...
Oh my god. Oh, dying. Absolutely dying. I can't. Waiting for a thorough analysis. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to vote on this one. You're not allowed to vote. Death metal version. Okay. We're good. It's got its rightful place. Oh. Was that a key change? I don't know. You'd have to listen to the guitar and the bass because the melody was just, yeah, it was not in a particular key. But I was too busy being blown away by whatever that was. Okay. All right. Okay. What are we doing next? Are we going straight to Kirsten? That was so good. Oh. Oh. Yeah, well, look, it was better diction than Ariana. I got to tell you that. Yeah, language. So we've got, what was the one in, what have we got? Swedish, Finnish. What am I typing in? Oh. All right, we'll do a Finnish version. Oh my God. Kirsten. Let's do Kirsten first, and then we'll do the Finnish version. All right. Send through the link, and we'll go Kirsten, and we'll do the Finnish version afterwards. Is that the one we're doing? Or is it a different Kirsten? Okay, so it's this one. Oh, 2 minutes 6. So she's kept it at a interesting. So she's kept it at a very short.
Award-winning leading lady from Pentatonics, Miss Kirsten Maldonado.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
Hi, Ichidus. Thanks for coming.
There's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow, white and white can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
That was nice. I mean, I feel like I haven't heard too much pentatonic stuff, so I don't know where she lies in the grand scheme of like how things are with her and pentatonics. The arrangement, in my opinion, was actually quite different to any of the ones that we heard, especially this strumming or the laid back strumming of the guitar as like a da the swing kind of feel. But as I said, I would. What are we? 454,000. She got only 114,000 subscribers. See, this is what annoys me, that incredible musicians, say on YouTube, only have this number, yet there are some like reaction channels, just reaction, which get so many more, which is it's quite interesting to see the level of what influencers do nowadays and who people choose to follow. What are we putting that under? We've only got one deserved so far. Underrated from Guitarist 33. By the way, Icjidus, welcome. I'm not sure if you just came because you missed the amazing Somewhere Over the Rainbow rendition by Judy Garland singing death metal. The first almost 3 hours. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're chugging through. So the ones that we've gotten through so far deserved. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna extract the video. Maybe I will. I'll see how it is. I'm gonna extract the video for the part where the death metal one, because I think that deserves. Everybody deserves to hear that, and we need to just release that as a reaction. That's the one you need to look at. So I'll just do that. So we're going to say would it deserve. I would actually say deserved as well, to be honest. Kirsten. Okay. Oh, wow, we are coming up to 3 hours. See, I wasn't sure if this was going to be 10 hours, 12 hours, 2 hours. And we still have heaps more quizzes to go as well. Let's do... So what's the finish one? Break. I know. Thank you, Guitarist. I've actually learned how to center the text. Another 3 to go. German Shepherd Vizard. The finish one and then a break. Okay. Which one's the finish one? Is that... Okay, so that's the finish one? Alright, I'm going to copy that. Which it doesn't do. I know I was supposed to take a break. You guys are amazing for sticking around. It's incredible that you're just sitting here listening to random versions of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The second one? Imagine being a student. This is crazy. It's the second one, yeah. I know. The death metal one has reinvigorated everyone. I'm about to click on this one. Is this correct? Tell me if it's wrong, please. Yeah, I don't want it to get monotonous. a very long introduction. Or is it a... It doesn't sound like... It doesn't sound like a... It sounds like a karaoke version. Did I click on the wrong one? Oh, is it just a long intro? Sorry. My apologies.
Saatiin karivie maahan saatujen. Kerran kuulimme laulun ihmeistä sadun sen. Sillä taivas on aina sininen. Unet kauneimmat siellä aina käy toteen. Nyt toivon, että kanssasi mä sinne onnen maahan päästä voisin. Pois jäisi kaikki surut, huolet, kaiken kauniin antaa sulle sillä voisin. Saatiin karivie luoksi saatujen. Kerran siitä mä laulun kuulin ja uskoin sen.
That was beautiful. You know what? I don't have to speak Finnish. It's Finnish, right? To know that her diction was on point. Like, everything that she was singing was just so clear. And there's nothing like listening to one of those beautiful 50s voices again with an analog recording. Gorgeous. Wow. Thank you for that. Let's chuck that on the list. What do we think? Sorry, I'm still can't get over the death metal version. Absolutely dying. Underrated, overrated, deserved. Yeah. I'm going underrated with this one, to be honest, mainly because we don't hear it in other languages so much, and she is a beautiful singer. I'm gonna write underrated again. So, what's the vocalist? What's her name? Vienna, unknown, underrated. Vienna kick. Okay. Is she still alive? It's not centering. Oh. 87. Well, she had a good run, I guess. Amazing. Beautiful. Oh. So, I don't know how long I'm going to go for. Because I feel like the death metal version yeah, I know. I should not have made the commitment of Until I Die. because I have to watch every single version or die trying. Oh, and you know what? The Nightwish one, where I did the analysis of the orchestral side of the CD, was 3.5 hours. Oh, Wikipedia says she's still alive? I trust Wikipedia. Let's check it out. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's still alive. Otherwise, I gotta listen until I die. Cool. There you go. So she's gonna be what, like 90? Yeah, she's 87. Nice. Shall we do, you know what we'll do? Because I don't know how much longer I can go for. And you guys, the 12, 10, like, have been so incredible. Thank you so much. That it's a small crowd, and I didn't anticipate a lot, because when doing these live streams, it's either go floor or I'm not going to do a Dimash one. It's either going to be like floor or NF or something, which is just going to usually get the viewers for the particular artists that people like. So I very much knew this wasn't going to be a big one, but I cannot believe how amazing you guys have been. Seriously, how amazing you guys have been for just being here and hanging out with me and listening to music, because I'm not really offering anything except just giving you this and some quizzes. So shall we do a trivia for... Oh, some of these are quite hard. Shall we do a science and nature trivia? Let's do that. Oh, okay. We should have a break, shouldn't we? You know what? Instead of a break, because what's going to happen is if we have a break, we probably won't end up coming back. And I know I probably won't. I'll probably just drop dead in the corridor somewhere. So how about we do a science trivia, listen to one more, and then call it a night. And that's me dying, pretty much. You're amazing. You guys are incredible. Seriously, just sitting here. Science and nature. Science and nature. These are going to be science-based questions. Some of them are a lot of them are quite easy. They're mainly science-based questions, actually. Singing, everything is science. Music is science. Here you go. Here's the first question. What is considered the rarest form of color blindness? Answer in with 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. 1 red, 2 purple, 3 green, 4 blue. Who's the science god? Guitarist 33. So we've got 4 people who say 4. But I've got 11 viewers. Where's my 11 viewers? Go Durabel, yes. Mika's got 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've still got 5 more viewers. Technically, the rarest form is monochromatism. Okay. So they're all wrong. My apologies. These were all pre-done. So I had to go in and edit some of them as well, but... Science God has spoken. But if you answered 4, then you are probably right. Yeah. Purple. Science God. It is an oxymoron, isn't it? Sorry for being the outlier, but you did, like everybody said 4. They could have all been wrong. But they weren't. Oh, some of these are too easy. Be careful with this one. Put the number in, Mika. It'll only register the number. Yeah. We know it's not Jupiter. Oh, hi, Murray. Thanks for watching and being a part of this. Yeah, it's a common misconception. Oh, you weren't paying attention. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. I know. You probably put 2 because it's the second planet in the solar system. Mercury is closest to the sun, but because Venus, because Venus has a pretty much an inbuilt greenhouse, it keeps all of the heat in pretty much, so the heat can't escape. So Venus is officially the hottest planet in the solar system. Gonna blame your boyfriend for distracting you. How many bones are in the human body? Oh, medical question. Venus shears. Who's counting? I think this is something that definitely if you know medicine, or if you just know general bone knowledge. You know what we need to do? We just need to do a whole trivia stream one day. That'll be fun. Let me know if you'd like to do that. I'll organize something. Anatomy paid off, and college bio. I'm pretty sure it's 206, isn't it? Oh, did it take Jupiter instead of 1? Did it? So, sorry, Mika. Did it say when you wrote Jupiter? Did it actually? I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be the number. That's all right. We'll give you the Venus one. Oh, but you would have said Mercury. Did you say Mercury anyway? DNA. Oh, this one's an easy one, isn't it? Oh yeah, be very careful, but this should be quite straightforward. I'm going to learn how to put some music to this, kind of like a Jeopardy thing. Or maybe the music in the background should be just the metal version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The death metal version. I'm going to go back and isolate that and just release it as a video. And hopefully have... I don't know if I can have your comments, unfortunately. Because that's important. Oh, you know what? I probably can. Drum roll for calculating the answers. Well, everybody put all of their bets on 2 and you'd be right. Are you from Russia, Pavel? Or are you from Finland but you speak Russian? Yeah, that was straightforward. Oh, a bit late, Nick. Sorry. Oh, okay, cool. So do you live in Finland? America. Okay. Finland's right next door. The human heart has how many chambers? You weren't lying, Guitarist 33. I mean, I'm not saying you're right, but it seems like you're quick to the science. Yeah, Nick, it's 3:10 a.m. and we're doing a little quiz. We'll listen to one more. You've got to put the number in. By the way, this is a really annoying one. I unfortunately didn't have the power to actually put them in particular. Yeah. Tanya, I had a feeling you put 4, but you meant 4. Unfortunately, I didn't have the power to put them in order, which is very annoying. So my apologies. I know a few of you made that mistake. But yet it accepted Jupiter last time. That would have been quite interesting to see if they would have accepted all fours. Oh, Tanya, it accepted it. That was like an unlosable question. That's so weird. Nick, you did miss Eva Cassidy. Which moon is the only satellite in our solar system to possess a dense atmosphere? Titan, Miranda, Europa, Callisto. I absolutely would not know this. Guitarist 33, maybe. I'll see, because this is meant to be a very one-sided over the rainbow stream, but we'll see. I watch too much stuff. Yeah, Titan's huge. Thanks, guitarist. It's 3:11 a.m. But you know what? After that death metal version, I'm actually pretty awake. Titan is the correct answer. Nice. I'm gonna make some fun quizzes, and I'm gonna do a quiz stream. Like maybe like a 1 hour like trivia stream one day, and just hang out and do trivia questions. The human right lung has how many lobes? I don't even know what that means. 4, 3, 2, 1. Be careful with this. Is this one of these unlosable questions again? This is really silly. They should have just put it... Oh. I'm actually a bit worried about this one. Because what if they pick up 2 as 3 and 3 as 2? Because last time... Yeah, Tanya, I only thought that ears had lobes, to be honest. But last time Tanya said 4, but meant 4. So the answer everybody is saying is 2, right? Or 3. What's the right answer? This is not fair if it doesn't give you the correct. So interesting. So 3 is the right answer? It is. Okay. That's interesting because 2, it must know to preface the correct answer with that, because that would be slack if you wrote 2 and then 3. If in doubt, just copy guitarist. So guitarist 33, you need to be in later because everybody's going to copy you. What is the speed of light in a vacuum? What does that even mean? It is space and medicine. I wanted science and nature. Should be animals. What does it mean? Speed of light in a vacuum. You know what? Just do the highest number if you're not sure. Well, I would write 4 as well. Two 9979. How quickly a Dyson will vacuum up a cockroach. Yeah, I know. Option 1 was the biggest, so I actually don't know the answer. Oh, okay. So it was 4. How did everybody get that? We should have 2 more questions. Which of the following elements is typically used in the doping of the semiconductor silicon? This is getting too complex for me. Oxygen, iron, carbon, boron. I mean, I can tell you the atomic number of them, but that's it. Yeah, just copy guitarist. Is used in the doping. What's semiconductor silicon? What is that? It's 3 a.m. Why? Why are you doing trivia? Science says go to sleep. Yeah, that I don't even understand that question. So it seems that it will take your right answer, and it will also take the one that you write. So if you wrote, like I think we got, who wrote Jupiter before and had problems? Well done to those 2 who got it correct, and we'll go into the last question. I say moron. Yeah, Mika. Unfortunately, we didn't realize that you just wrote Jupiter as a joke, didn't you? And then it registered it. Which of the following are cells of the adaptive immune system? White blood cells, natural killer cells, dendritic cells, cytotoxic T cells. So let me know if you want me to try this one day and advertise it as just a random trivia with, if anybody as well wants to, I'll double check questions and make sure they're not stupid questions, and I'll actually take care in making them. It would be cool, I think, to have like a 1 hour, not like a 1 million hour stream, just doing a trivia and seeing who can win that. Because it seems like it works, which I'm actually quite surprised at. Yeah. This is a more fun one because you can actually put it... Is it wrong? All right. Which of the following cells are of the adaptive immune system? Let's look this up. Adaptive immune system cells. Oh no, I think it's wrong. Really? I think you're right. What is that called? Cytotoxic T cells. So well done, Pavel, but I feel like the last one actually was, because Guitarist 33 is our scientist, and they said that it's not right. Adaptive immune system cells. Cytotoxic T cells are the primary effector cells of adaptive immunity. Activated cytotoxic T cells can migrate through blood vessel walls and non-lymphoid tissues. So what does that mean, scientists? Yeah, the question was probably poorly written. I didn't write the questions. I randomized them. I'm the scientist. Pavel gets the new crown of science god. We're going to do one more over the rainbow, and then I think I'm dying. You guys have been truly amazing. Pavel, which over the rainbow should we do? Oh, Ella's got one. Guitarist, you didn't win. It was... Where is it? It was Pavel. But you came second, tied with Tanya. Yep, let's see Louis Armstrong. I think we'll do that. How did it... Yeah, I don't know how it worked. Maybe it actually did... Maybe it was to do with the time that you answered it too. I'll check to see what happens with the points, because I think it's important we know how that works. You guys have been... Seriously, you've been incredible. I can't thank you enough. Billy, welcome back. Guess who's back? Back again. So we're actually finishing off. You missed all of the trivias and the death metal version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but you can watch it back. And I'm going to isolate that and just release it as a separate video because it was that good. And we're going to finish off with Louis Armstrong. But as I said, let me know if you would like me to do a random trivia thing, because I feel like this works if we get the questions right. Yes, I agree. The trivia system is faulty. Unfortunately, it's the best trivia system we have. I agree. It should only accept 1, 2, 3, 4 answers. So I think it's important if there's a question which has 1, 2, 3, or 4 in it, I'll see a way that I can do around that. Plus, also let people know that it accepts the answers when you write them up. You guys were guinea pigs. That's all you were today. But no, you were awesome for hanging out. Doggy guess. Yeah. Yes to trivia. What do you disagree with, Pavel? We're going to finish off with Louis Armstrong. Oh, is it a medley with What a Wonderful World? I accept you. Thank you. Winner gets to pick the... Yeah, sounds good. Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So I assume it's just the medley. Let's do it. This... No. This is the Israel version. This is the Israel version because he does the... Is there a Louis Armstrong version? I don't think there is. We're going to have to do a different one. Yeah, that's the Israel version because he's done a... It's the one that they play on the radio a lot, which is the medley. Is there definitely a Louis Armstrong version, Pavel? Otherwise, we've got to do something else. Let's do... Peleco Official. What's that? I'm not the scientist. Well, you now have the... You won the science one. All good. Ictidus. All right. That's it. All right. Let's finish with this one. Oh. Oh my God. god, this oh. Wow. Who is he? I've never heard of him. So he's just, I assume he's just a YouTuber who sings. Oh. That he's such a beautiful vocalist. Clearly classical trained. This was a really good one to finish with. Loved it. Yeah, just those, as I said, the vocal teachers will be all over that. Head voice, mixed head and falsetto. Are we putting him, we're definitely putting him in the underrated. Absolutely underrated. So what are we? Peleco Official. He's amazing. This is 2013, by the way. So this is probably one of the ones that he'd done a lot earlier. I'm spacebarring it. And with that, I think I have to tap out and die trying. I did want to listen to a few other ones, but that was an excellent one too. Underrated column is the longest. That's the thing, like, I think the reason why we've put them as underrated, Judy Garland was there because of the fact that there are so many covers and people often forget the original, and Judy's got such a beautiful voice. Eva Cassidy, gorgeous. Sarah Aalto, mate, because people don't know her too much, and she's got this childish quality to her voice, but in a good way, I feel like. The Ramones, loved it. Tony Bennett, classic. Voctive, amazing. Tommy Emmanuel, I think we put him in underrated because he was a guitarist. Death metal version. And the last two. You guys are amazing. I mean, I don't even know what I was thinking when I just decided to do this. I wanted to do something different. I just wanted to do something fun and hang out and listen to stuff for a first time with other people. I haven't gone through any of this, and the fact that, you know, I have like maybe 10 of you who are just there the whole time. Thank you so much for participating, because I didn't know if I was going to come into this and just have one or two people or not. And it really, really makes a big difference having you guys there. So thank you so much. I made it 3 and thank you. Thank you to the Australians. So who were they? Was it just or is he dead? Was it just Quantum Flux? Staying up till 3:30. You guys are amazing. And I know I had some people popping in and out. Thank you to the people who popped in and out. Starlin, who was here for a moment. Billy, who was here for a couple of moments. Quantum Flux, who's not asleep yet. All of you, Durabel, Guitarist 33, Tanya, Mika, Ikjadus. I know you came late, but thank you so much. And then the people who were playing on the some of you who didn't really, I guess, communicate but were playing on the trivia, thank you. You guys are awesome. Just reading. Anyway, I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out on Somewhere Over the Rainbow. How many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not too bad for 3.5 hours and a bunch of trivia in the middle. And overrated, look, there was a very big difference between Ariana and Susan Boyle. And I think we went in with a lot of bias against Ariana. But at the same time, I was being a little bit too nice. And I don't feel like I'm in a position to criticize her, but we know where we were all coming from with that one. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Hope you guys... It wasn't biased. Guitarist that she's just bad. Yeah, I'll keep up the streams. I want to try and do like once a month or a couple a month because I like communicating with you guys and it's pretty fun. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible. Quantum Flux, go to sleep. Everybody else, just have a good day and enjoy your Saturday because mine's gone. Take care. We'll talk about trivia. We'll do it one day. Oh, Scott Scraps, welcome. I'm sorry. Oh. Did you just we're leaving? But you are amazing for tuning in. I'm not sure when's next, but as you know, uploading Tuesdays and Fridays. Sorry about the Tell Me series, which hasn't been around for 6 weeks, but it's going to happen again. Not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. I'm starting back up again. And Tuesday will be NF. Friday, maybe I should isolate. I'm going to isolate that one from the middle of the stream with a death metal version and just put that up for everyone to see. Oh, Auri, that's right. I got to do that. Yes, that one too. Definitely. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a good night. Have a good day. Australian bands, we need more of them. See you later. Thank you so much.